Assalamu alaikum everyone, how are you doing? Inshallah you're doing well and you're spending your time wisely. Today we're going to talk about something new. We're going to start talking about Surah Al Hujurat. Inshallah you're going to be doing the tajweed and memorization with Miss Nelly, and I'm just going to go through the meaning of the ayahs with you. So today we're going to analyze, reflect on the meaning of the ayahs. We're going to do the first two ayahs. We're going to draw connections between the ayahs and our personal lives and learn how to implement the ayahs in the practical way. So basically this is how we should approach the Quran. When we deal with the Quran, when we study the Quran, we should try to relate it to our personal lives, not just read it as if it has nothing to do with us. When we do that, it is very hard to make a connection with the Quran, and it's very hard to draw any benefit from it. Okay, so as I said, today we're going to do the first two ayahs. Sorry that my face here is covering the ayah. I'll fix that for the future, inshallah. Okay. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تقدموا بين يدي الله ورسوله. What does this mean? Do not put yourself ahead of Allah and His Messenger. Do not give yourself priority of Allah and the Prophet. None of us have complete faith unless we put Allah's orders and Sharia above our desires. Basically, if we want to do something and it's our desire to do something and we know it's haram, then we should be happy and content and peaceful to say, okay, this is wrong. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes first, His commands come first, the Prophet's commands come first, and you should be able to control yourself and put your desires on the back seat, basically. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ, sorry, you can't see that part, but وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ سَمِيعٌ عَلِيمٌ. Having taqwa, we talked about this before, but having taqwa basically means whatever Allah tells you to do, you do it. Whatever Allah tells you to stay away from, you should stay away from. So be cautious of Allah, have taqwa. He knows everything and He sees everything. Our desires and agendas or whatever we want to do should never take precedence over what Allah wants from us. Basically, He's the one who gave us everything we have. Nothing we have in our life, nothing we have comes from anywhere except from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our health, our brains, our wealth, our houses we live in, everything comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So He is the one, or this whole universe, everything in it is made by Allah. He is the one who owns everything, created everything. So He is the one who has the right to make the rules and tell us what to do. And at the end of the day, everything He tells us to do is for our own benefit. He doesn't want us to be harmed. That's why the Sharia He's put this, because He knows us the best. He knows us more than anyone else. He knows what will harm us, and He's trying to protect us. Now, examples of this. How do sometimes we put our desires above or in front of what Allah tells us to do. For example, for the girls, hijab. Their desire is, I want to show my beauty, I want to enjoy my beauty, I want people to know how beautiful I am, etc., etc. So, and even though Allah commanded us to wear hijab, okay, no, but my desires, I'm going to put my desires first. Praying on time, praying all together. No, not now, I'm busy, I just want to finish this game, or I just want to finish this movie, or being in a haram relationship. Again, we're putting our desires in front of what Allah told us to do, and this is very dangerous. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي. Those of you who claim to have faith, do not raise your voice above the voice of the Prophet. Your voice should be lower than his. So at the time, that the Quran came down, and the time of the Prophet, he was dealing with Bedouins mostly, and their voices were naturally loud. So they were told to lower their voices. Now, what about us? For us, the Quran and the Hadith are as if they are the voice of the Prophet. How do we raise our voices above the Prophet? You listen to a Hadith, you know something the Prophet tells you to do, and you're like, no, I'm not listening to that. I know better than that. No, that doesn't make any sense. maybe you get in an argument with someone and you're using the hadith of the Prophet in a demeaning way and undermining way, and you're trying to make the person in front of you feel bad using the words of the Prophet. You should never be done like that. Well, I'm telling you, the Prophet said that, and you don't know what you're talking about. And no, we shouldn't be doing that. Or someone tells you, okay, this is a sunnah, this is a hadith. Nah, this is a hadith. It's not based in the Quran. Show me where it's written in the Quran. And you're like, no, I'm only going to listen to the Quran. This is how we fall into this, which is very bad. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا ترفعوا أصواتكم فوق صوت النبي ولا تجهروا له بالقول كجهر بعضكم لبعض أن تحبط أعمالكم وأنتم لا تشعرون. So Allah is telling them, do not yell out to him as you would to each other. So you shouldn't be like he was talking to the people as well at that time, that they shouldn't call to the Prophet as if they were, hey mate, or so, like as if they were talking to their friends. It shouldn't be casual with the Prophet. The name Muhammad in itself is a continuous praise of the Prophet. That's the meaning of the name. He's Muhammad. All creation praise Prophet Muhammad. Angels are in continuous praise of the Prophet, and we should also be praising him. We shouldn't. Again, the meaning of the ayah is that we shouldn't be dealing with him as we deal with other people. We shouldn't be casual with the Prophet. Even for the people who are surrounding the Prophet, like Abu Bakr, his friend, or Fatima, his daughter, or Aisha, his wife, when he became a prophet, Abu Bakr wouldn't say, for example, my friend. No, he would say Rasulullah, the Messenger of Allah. Or Fatima, she wouldn't say my father, she would say Rasulullah. And again, Aisha, she would say Rasulullah. So they all gave him the respect and honor that he deserves. Respecting and honoring and loving the Prophet ﷺ is a spirit of Islam, is something that we should do. It's not something that we take lightly. A warning. Here the warning, ولا تجهروا له بالقول كجهر بعضكم لبعض أن تحبط أعمالكم وأنتم لا تشعرون. If you do not talk about the Prophet in a good way, and like maybe you say, oh, it's just a hadith, or all the examples we gave, all of your good deeds could be wiped out. So if you're praying, giving charity, whatever you're doing, but at the end you're not having the respect you should have towards the Prophet ﷺ, you could lose all of those good deeds. So it's something that we need to keep in mind. These ayahs weren't just for the people living at the time of the Prophet, it's for us as well. And unfortunately, we do have problems when dealing with the Sunnah of Muhammad ﷺ and dealing with a hadith. A lot of us have this attitude, oh, it's just a Sunnah. But the Sahaba actually had the opposite attitude. If they knew it was a Sunnah, they would definitely follow it. They gave high importance to it. Oh, that's our lessons for today. Inshallah, if you have any questions, we can go through them in the live session. Thank you very much for joining me, and inshallah, I'll see you next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.